What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna get into some more conspiracy videos. So let's put on our conspiracy thinking caps. I'm just going to do some TikToks I think are interesting to just my theories on. Oh, this one, that's a good one. This is a good one. This is a conspiracy theories. You're just gonna look on TikTok, and I'm gonna just pull up a few. I'm gonna have a few uh, discussions about them. This is a good
Basketball
one.
player who entered into the WNBA. The movie Juwanna Mann is about a male basketball player who entered into the WNBA as a female. And here we are 20 years later talking about we're going to save that for later. It's called predictive programming. When you see something that happened back then that is currently happening now, that means they planned it in advance and years ahead of its time. Right? It ain't by no
It's like a playbook.
coincidence. And to prove it's not a coincidence, we're going to get into the gematria. Remember, I will teach you. Brittany equals 42 and Joanna equals 42. So the man who played Juwanna Mann in the movie, his name was Jamal Jeffries. Jeffries equals 42 and Mann, Juwanna Mann equals 42. Yesterday, on December 8th, Brittany Griner was released from the Russian prison. If you add up the 12 plus the 8 plus the 22, it's going to equal 42. Ladies and gentlemen, we call that date numerology. So how do we know that this whole story is BS and manufactured? When she was arrested, it was on February 17th of this year. They let her out on Thursday, December 8th. That is a total of 42 weeks on the nose. So in proving that Brittany Griner and Juwanna Mann are basically one and the same. Brittany Griner equals 79 in a reverse whole reduction. 79, 22nd movie Juwanna Mann about a male basketball player.
Listen, it's not just Brittany Griner. It's a whole bunch of other people in Hollywood that are switch trolls, like Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, allegedly. This is all for entertainment purposes. What's there's another one. So let's look at this next clip.
But America used to be Africa. I already said this because we had the Nile River, and then here we have the Mississippi River.
They flipped the map. To confuse, they turned it upside down. Tell a lot of people. So why did they do that?
Why did
Just
that?
tell us it confused you to trick you. So you can't get home. And you was already home.
So Africa is bigger than what it is on the map.
They tricked you.
They tricked
They
you.
tricked you. Everything a trick.
Got you.
Okay.
There's a Memphis, Egypt. Or I'm sorry, Memphis, Egypt. A city named Memphis, and then in Tennessee, there's a Tennessee, Egypt.
So they did.
And there's pyramids in the same places. And their bodies of water in which I give way to these pyramids that they're hydroelectric.
Why they get nobody find out this for? Listen, they're gonna tell you, oh, motherfucker, somebody else just stole the river, the stone. We can't find nobody.
Did you hear about the kid that tried to go to Antarctica? Did you hear about that?
You can't go to Antarctica.
But America
used. I don't know. With the whole map thing, you can take. I think it's Israel. Is Israel? I might be saying the wrong name, but you could take two. It's two different rivers. It's the Nile and Mississippi River. And if you like put them side to side, they both kind of do the same thing. I think the maps that we got or that we're given in the school books are not how it actually looks. If you look at some of the old maps, they don't add up to what we're told in our schools. When we are schools are bought paid for by a certain group a long time ago. Let's look at the next video. All right, let's get to this next video. Great thing about me just looking at these on YouTube, I mean, it's on TikTok. I really haven't seen some of these, so it'll be a real actual reaction. Like this one. I just clicked it for a few seconds and I'm gonna just run through it,
Let me
see
show
what I
you
got for
something.
you.
Let me show you something. And look, before you are shown anything, right? Just keep an open mind. From the shit that's been coming out lately, I'm sure that you can see that okay, nigga, maybe I can listen to what the fuck these people be talking about because it can't be as crazy as the shit that I've been finding out lately. Yeah. Even though all of my shit got banned and all hell here, I still got some type of something left. I'm about to show you something. Y'all don't want to say these videos right here. Now look, we've been telling y'all that it's a wrap and this matrix is falling, right? It's a wrap. It's not gonna work out for it has been in the government for a very long time. And of course they talk about it. This is temporary closure, but come on now. You know better. We told y'all that these people have been charged with crimes against humanity. And then because they've been charged with crimes against humanity, they are set to be judged and executed. Now I know a lot of people feel like this is just a game, right? This is false. This is fairy tale. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you it's not a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale. This U.S. corporation has been charged with these crimes. Judgment of the tribunal in the matter of genocidal technologies, pandemic on the indictment, genocide and crimes against humanity by prodigy, pandemic perpetrators. This right here is tribunal, right? The International Military Tribunal. Okay, this is military law. This is an actual document. Y'all read this and look at this. You already know I'm on a YouTube channel. I made several videos with the list, all the people that was on the list, all your favorite celebs, high profile people on that list, right? People to be judged and us. And I know y'all like a list. Okay, anybody can make up a list and y'all need some actual proof, right? Let me show you something else. Everything was in cold all the time, y'all. A lot of them already had their judgments. They allowed their investigating crimes back when the COVID was going on, right? They had everything included. Look at this. Y'all remember when all y'all favorite celebs they was going to announce it all the time? CD19. Y'all remember? This is what it really meant. What they were saying right here. Self-quarantine. It meant that they was really under house arrest, either under federal agent guards or ankle bracelets. So they was telling them, Sam Storms, even one of y'all favorite actors was today, that Idris Elba, whatever his name is, he was making announcements. Oh my God, and whatever he was saying his form through was really what this meant. When they said the test is negative for CD, it really meant that no confession. So they are going to trial after worldwide mass arrest and convicted. Their reputation and legacy will be destroyed. Now, a lot of them want that legacy and reputation to be destroyed, right? So this is complete. And all that is that the ones that tested positive for CB, they took the plea, y'all. They confessed and taken the deal. Their execution will be out of the public eye. Execution will be portrayed as if suicide was some sort of accidental death. Their reputation and legacy will be preserved. Oh, so y'all still not thinking it's facts, watch it. Look at this shit right here, y'all. Look at this right here, man. This is a whole tracker, right? GPS tracker, but it's disguised as like a race. All they had was info. Look at this. Not a chick that really met. Look at this. LeBron, Kobe, Usher, Shia LaBeouf, Halle Berry. Come back to part two. All right, look, so leave where I left off. So all that time, y'all, that was mine. They got a damn GPS tracker. It's disguised. It's a whole foot, like ankle brace, right? Look, his ass, he got it on. You know, we already know. We already know. We know. Bro, deep her ass is involved. And like I said, family, all these people charged with crimes against humanity, right? So the ones that you see the braces on, right? It means that they took this plea, right? Took the cop out to be self-quarantined. Under house arrest, either under federal agent guards or ankle bracelet, right? That's what you see. This is during the time when COVID was going on real strong, right? Some of y'all favorite people, though. Some of y'all favorite celebs. I see here, I got Britney Spears, I got Serena Williams, right here, profile himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gordon Ramsay cooking ass. You know if the fake president got one, his fake first lady got one.
She said the robot himself. Look, a lot of people are robots. And not in the sense when people say NPCs, I mean bots like actual, like, mechanical robots. We can just look at some videos on this channel. It might not be this video, but I'm gonna pull some videos up and we're gonna discuss it. Or I'm gonna discuss it. Y'all put it in the comments.
really think this all just by coincidence? Like, do y'all really think that? Like, all of them just around just breaking their ankles and shit, huh? Family, I've been saying this since before they didn't bam.
Right, same thing with the Black Eye Club, right? It's a gang of celebrities, and they all just so happen to just fall, or something happen, and it's the same eye. Couple.
About 3, 4, 5 accounts that it's a wrap. This matrix is just falling. It's like I know y'all remember this video I made talking about how they ass just the whole DC look on Zillow. I made this video a while back talking about how it's no government, how DC is just empty. They gone. You know, they even made videos. It was senators confused, like what's going on? You got your girl right here. We was even telling y'all this already. The government is
Right.
gone, and I know a lot of people don't want to believe it. And let me tell you another reason why I'm bringing this up right now. Now look right here on my YouTube channel. I recently made a video about how the military is here, right? No, like literally, y'all. Like the military was deployed into like 17 cities throughout the U.S., right? And it said that they did it because of some type of cyber attack. But that sounds so weak. Like I've been trying to tell y'all, the military has been deployed because they rounding their asses up. And it said that the tribunals is still tribunals is still going to be taking place this year. Now I already told y'all that the military is the one who was enforcing this, right? And these tribunals have been taking place since 2021. Right here, look at this article. House votes in favor of broadcasting Guantanamo Bay proceedings online. Pentagon building new secret courtroom at Guantanamo Bay. The concept is to permit 2 military judges to hold proceedings simultaneously starting mid 2023. So look, whether you believe this information or not, does not mean that this whole de facto fake government, preposterous government, is being charged with all kind of heinous ass crimes against humanity. They are. The only reason why we haven't been knowing about it as much is because they've been disguising it in ways like this. All they ass got GPS bracelets and GPS souls and all kind of shit that criminals have. It's a wrap like a packed lunch. Bruh. And I see this video, man. Anyway, you gonna let this shit play.
I remember uh, all that coming out, whole QAnon thing. Uh, do I think some of that stuff is true? Maybe, could be, right? Because shoot, if you guys are here with me, if I can just pull it up. If you go uh, on the Library of Congress website and pull up old books, just pull up old books titled 1901 or The Last President. I'll see. I don't know. And this is the thing about conspiracy theories and the status quo, right? The whatever is the going um, public zeitgeist. Let me pull up my actual what I even need to this. Yeah, I'm gonna just ask the chat just video capture. So let's see, Library of Congress. I don't know because you got old books talking about um, Trump being the last president, right? 1901. I'm sure y'all seen this already. And you've seen the Barron Trump thing. But I said it to say there's arguments on both sides, right? And there's enough evidence for either side to have enough claim that their side is correct, right? So I don't know. I just think that's the whole part of it to have everybody on my side going this is conspiracy theories stuff kind of hard. But I'm just saying it's to keep everybody arguing instead of taking action or point fingers at who's actually perpetuating everything. Last president, last days of the president. What is this? Isn't it right? Y'all seen it. I'm still keep this in the video, but yeah, this book right here. No, I think they actually executed some of the people. I don't know, maybe because I think some of the people that they had on trial recently, like the Clintons, I don't think those were actually them. Just say that. Man, I had all this pulled up. I tried to show y'all, or I had the things pulled up, but I didn't show it. I'm gonna cut this last part out. It's all right. Let's go to the next video.
Y'all are not ready to talk about this. Oh my God, y'all. We have been finding out everything we have been told has been a literal lie. Before you even come in here and dismiss this and comment, just think about that. Think about that. Everything you have been told is a lie. Why would this be so far-fetched? Why would this be so far-fetched? Why wouldn't these people want to hold secrets against you? What did you do? What kind of secret society are you in? Why are you co-conspiring with our government and agreeing to what they're basically brainwashing you to believe? Look at this. Hold on, y'all. So we would be in here, right? And these would be the other adults outside of this. Now, check this out. You see, you don't have to believe us anymore because even nature agrees with us, y'all. We just know. We just have a sixth sense, whatever you want to call it. But look at the reflections, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. These are the other worlds. Y'all see that? These are the other worlds. Look at that. These are the other worlds. Y'all see what this about this? Y'all are.
You know how they say that they put the truth out there as karmic, some type of karmic debt or whatever. When I see this, I think it's what they describe as many worlds theory or the bubble theory, where there's multiple universes that are cohesive in a medium and they're all together, right? I don't know. I think this could be part of how we look, or it's, how the world actually looks, and not the way that they say it looks on these maps and whatnot. If we do have the ice wall enclosed and everything, right? And you that might just be a barrier to get to the, what I mean, a barrier to keeping the other lands separate. I don't know. I think it might be that way, or it might be the way how they show it when it's in concentric circles and there's it's drawing it out like the Walmaria and all that on Attack on Titan and everything. How there's it just goes out. I don't know. I know for sure that whatever that they're perpetuating in the TV movie is media and all that, what they taught us, like the whole heliocentric model and all that. I don't think that's true at all. Let's check out this next video.
Amazing, son!
Dad, gotta pee.
Huh?
I know it's a rental, but I'd rather go in the woods.
Maybe I should come with you.
Dad, come on, I'm 10 years old. I can pee by myself.
Barb, where are you? Barb!
What is it? I don't know, but I can't shoot it. Looks like it's pregnant. Now let's wait till they're born and then we'll shoot them all.
Where the heck were you? Where's Bart? Oh my god, what my special god.
Ma'am, can you describe the sun's skeleton?
Where am I?
He just got a robot. He just got a flashlight shoe. That's cartoon physics, man.
Welcome to Strategic Air Command, Springfield Station. Behind you is a Titan II missile, key to a mighty line of defense that will reduce our casualties to an acceptable 200 million.
Come on, Bart, you made your point. The whole
Just so we don't gotta go back. I'm looking at the comments because this is on TikTok, right? It said, "Did you see the pizza?"
That will reduce our casualties
I didn't see it, but the top one of the top comments says it right. I just saw it. Simpsons, man. Hey, the FBI list came out with the code words about, using the different terminologies. The people ain't talking about pizza parties and all that. Celebrities getting excited for pizza. That don't even make sense. They got personal chefs that eat at 5-star Michelin restaurants and all that. And they get excited about pizza. That don't even make sense, man.
Come on, Bart. You made your point. The whole town is looking for you. Even that scary old man from the house with the broken windows.
All right, listen up. We have a boy, comma, missing, and you maggots, you're gonna help find him.
Now see here, Sergeant. You haven't fed us. We're pretty close to riot mode.
This is the boy.
I will find that boy, and I will toast you with his blood.
What I tell you about blood toast, Tom?
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Freedom! Private Homer! Fat stack of mop buckets, fun silky buckets. How about I wipe that smile off your fat face? I'm looking for a Miss Coles, first name Tess, full initial D.
Just a second.
I give up. If I bar, give me as much money.
Well, I'll never give you. It's right there. Bart? Bart? Are you down there? Millhouse, I'll go get help.
With 78% of the search area reporting, Channel 6 is now projecting that Bart Simpson is dead. Now let's look at the district where he's deadest.
Lisa, I have news about Bart. We already know. What did you come here for? I came to comfort you in these uncertain times.
It's over. Call it off.
Did they find him?
Why do you do this? I want to kill.
I think you should look at Bart's death this way, Bart. You're free. You're totally free. Sit down. Have you ever thought of how your life could have gone had you committed to good instead of evil? Why don't we try a little psychological exercise, Bob? If my own really behave, cut out Bart's picture, and by so doing, cut out of your life. Are you okay there, Bob?
I won't believe he's dead until I've made soup.
I don't know what the whole point of what they were trying to show. There was a lot that seemed to. I didn't watch all the Stranger Things, but I feel like there was a little Stranger Things in there. Could be wrong, but let's look at another clip.
Year-old scientist was working on the technology that could produce unlimited free energy and make every single electric bill on Earth disappear. And she is now officially one of the 11 scientists that are connected to classified programs who have gone missing.
There's multiple parties looking at each other like, did we tell it 3 years ago that we killed people for this? Is she not listening? What is she doing? She's still doing it? What? We told her we were going to kill her 3 years ago.
Her name was Amy Eskridge, and she was working on something called zero-point gravity, which is basically the idea of pulling energy out of nothing. Literally no fuel, no waste, no loss at all. Just unlimited power that would never run out. If it works, obviously every single oil company, every single energy company, and every single electric bill on Earth would have become completely irrelevant because we would have power for free. She texted a friend and she said, if you see any report that I did this to myself, I most definitely did not. Her cause was then officially ruled as self-inflicted. She was 34 years old, and she literally predicted what they would say, and she is one of 11 people. And on Kalshi right now, millions of dollars are riding on energy prices going even higher than they already are, and obviously the person that was trying to make it all free is now gone. I am absolutely staying on this story because it is absolutely insane, so make sure you add me now.
Yeah, I remember seeing all that stuff about all the scientists. I for sure think that free energy exists, and a lot of stuff that we had in what they call the ancient technology, where they try to make it seem like they weren't as advanced as we are, because we're not. I don't think we're advanced. I think we're the what they would call the Flintstones when they show the Flintstones cartoon. We're the Flintstones, and the Jetsons are people in the past. Because half of the stuff that they use and keep a secret from, sequestered from the general public, I think it's ancient technology that they just backwards engineered.
You know, I feel like I'm
Being
not
stripped
being
out,
stripped
being
out,
prepared
being
for something
prepared for something
else.
else. Now that's
Now
maybe
that's
very
maybe
personal,
very
but
personal, but
I feel like
I
the
feel like the
Almighty is
Almighty's
preparing
preparing
me
me
to
to
do
do
something
something
big.
big. Nobody was supposed to see this version of Christ, not in your lifetime, not ever. For 1700 years, there has existed a portrait of Jesus so fundamentally different from anything the Western Church allowed its congregations to read that the men who controlled the institution spent centuries making sure every copy was tracked down and destroyed. They voted to ban the texts that contained it. They ordered the manuscripts burned. They labeled the writings too dangerous for ordinary believers. And for over 1,000 years, it worked. Billions of people lived and died without ever encountering the original description of who Jesus actually was, according to the people who knew him first. But they didn't get every copy. In cliff-face monasteries carved into the mountains of northern Ethiopia, monks kept writing. They kept copying. Generation after generation, century after century, in dim stone rooms, lit by oil lamps mixing ink from minerals and plants, shading every character of an ancient script with hands that cramped and eyes that eventually failed. They did it because they believed what they were preserving was sacred, forbidden, not dangerous, sacred. And for 1,500 years, while the rest of Christianity was handed a softer, simpler, more manageable version, those monks guarded the original. Now, the filmmaker who already proved once that he would tell the unfiltered version of this story, regardless of what it cost him, has read what they preserved. He's spending $250 million to put it on IMAX screens. And what Mel Gibson is building right now inside Cinecittà Studios in Rome is a version of Jesus Christ that most of the Western world has never been told existed. You have to start in 2004 because without what happened then, none of what's coming next makes any sense. Mel Gibson directed a film that every studio in Hollywood refused to finance. He put up his own money. He mortgaged his own future on it. He shot the entire thing in Aramaic, Latin, and Hebrew. Dead languages nobody had spoken in that context for 2,000 years. No commercial softening, no theological compromise, no mercy for audiences who wanted something comfortable. The Passion of the Christ depicted the final 12 hours of Jesus' life with a physical intensity that left theaters shaken. The scourging, the crown of thorns, the slow collapsing march to Calvary. Critics called it excessive. Audiences called it the most unflinching portrayal of Christ's suffering ever committed to film. It earned over $612 million worldwide on a $30 million budget. It became the highest grossing R-rated film in American history, a record it held for nearly 2 decades. It remains the highest grossing independent film ever made. The people who said it would ruin Gibson were wrong. The people who said audiences didn't want unfiltered religious cinema were spectacularly wrong. But Gibson never claimed the story was complete. From the very beginning, he said publicly that The Passion only told half the narrative. It ended at the tomb. What happened after that? What the oldest Christian texts say occurred across every realm of existence, not just inside a garden outside Jerusalem. That story had never been told. Not by any filmmaker, not in any medium, not once in the history of cinema. He spent the next 2 decades trying to figure out how to tell it. And what he found in those years of research led him to manuscripts that most Western Christians have never been told exist. On the Joe Rogan Experience, Gibson revealed he had been working from 2 scripts. One was traditional, structured, close to what audiences would expect. The other, in his exact words, was like an acid trip. He described a journey through multiple realms, through hell, through angelic hierarchies, through dimensions of reality that don't operate on human time. He said the film had to begin with the fall of the angels. You're in another place, he told Rogan. You're in another realm. You need to go to hell. You need to go to Sheol. He said the story spans from the fall of the angels to the death of the last apostle, not 3-day window, a cosmic arc. Most people heard that interview and assumed Gibson was being theatrical. He wasn't. He was describing, almost word for word, what a set of ancient texts have always said happened. Texts that were written within living memory of the apostles. Texts that the authors of the New Testament themselves quoted. Texts that were deliberately banned, burned, and erased from Western Christianity. Because the men who ran the institution decided ordinary people should never encounter what they
That's the video. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll post more videos. Thanks for watching.